Yes, I'm going to tell you how you can get unlimited motivation every single day. And like you may feel like I'm capping, but from my experience, it's been working and I love this feeling. But before I continue, I know it's a bit of a different setup. I always film with my camera or like actual camera, like with my mic, like like in my room or something mostly. But today I was like, listen, I gotta get my second video of the week out because it's part of the goals I have, like my weekly goals. And I was like, tomorrow I have to record another video, but it's for next week. So today I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna record my phone. I'm not gonna procrastinate. So here we go. But back to the main topic and about motivation. How can you get unlimited motivation? And a lot of us, we tend to struggle because we feel like, oh, like motivation is something that comes and goes. Motivation is not supposed to be there all the time or most of the times. And I get that because a lot of us, we are very like unconscious with our emotions, right? We are very unconscious, and whenever we feel happy or excited, we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Or whenever you're sad, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, right? A lot of that's how people see motivation. But there is an actual way that you can tap into your emotional state, that you can constantly be motivated, or at least most of the times that you can always attack your goals. So what do I mean by that? Most of the times, the reason we are not actually inspired to take action is because something is off internally. Like, let's just say you want to lose weight, you go to the gym for the first couple of days, and then you're like, oh, I fell off. But you're like, oh, I'm not disciplined, right? That's what you say. But discipline in itself is related to motivation, and a lot of people don't get that because they feel like discipline and motivation are different things. They are, even though they have like slight differences, but they are very, very similar, almost the same. Why? Because they are tied down to your internal part, your internal being, your mind, your heart. All of them are connected. Everything is connected in our world. So, how can you connect your emotional and your thoughts and your habits and your beliefs? So, if you connect those things, you can get motivation. But here's how we're going to get into it. So, you need to understand that you're off internally. That's why even if you take a couple steps, you're not going to make progress. Even if you do your discipline for a couple days, you're going to fall off because internally you are not aligned. So how do you align yourself internally? This is the question. So you need to go back to your mind. You need to ask yourself, you need to sit with yourself. Sit down. Just don't be like stimulated by phones or anything. Just sit down and ask yourself, what are some things that you're struggling? What are the things that is like causing pain for you? Pain. You need to find those pain points. You need to like be in that pain, understand like, I hate this. Like, you need to feel that pain in yourself. You need to be like, damn, I'm broke. Damn, I can't get girls. Damn, I'm not jacked. You need to find those pain points. Okay? It can be anything, something that you hate. It's pissing you off. But here is the thing. When you find that, don't dwell on it. Recognize it, feel that negative, like feel that it's not necessarily, doesn't have to be negative energy, but you need to feel that emotion, that you hate that you hate that situation. And when you're not dwelling on it, you're able to pull that energy in your heart, in your mind, and transfer it to something else. But how do you transfer it to something else? It all comes down to your attention. Where is your attention going? Okay? So when you're able to get that negative, not negative emotion, I mean, it's kind of negative emotion, but just general emotions, like with whatever the situation that you're not liking, transfer and focus your attention on the things that you want. Let's just say the opposite thing usually, right? It's like a contrast. The contrast shows what you actually want. So if you're broken, you hate being broke, you know you want to be rich, you want to make crazy money, right? So you channel your attention on your desire, right? But when you channel your energy, you shouldn't want it. Because when you want it, it means you don't have it. It means you lack it. So how do you actually go about that? You need to understand that in order to get anything, you need to already have it within yourself, internally, vibrationally. Because we are energetical creatures, okay? And everything just comes to us. We receive things. So if you want to get certain things, we cannot just say, oh, like, I want this because, oh, I asked this, but it doesn't mean anything because we're not like on the same wavelength to receive it, right? So how do you actually do that? You need to already in your mind, declare it that it's done. That's step one. Okay, you need to visualize yourself and truly feel it in your heart that it is done. And listen, believe it or not, it is done. If it came to your mind, whatever you seek is seeking you. So whenever you have that in your mind, understand that whatever you desire, it's already done. It's finished. Okay? And now when you have that all that emotion and that energy, that motivation that I was talking about, that you have, you just let go of that goal. You already know it's done. So there is no need to worry. You know it's done. There is no need to worry. Again, I'm gonna say it. It's done. You don't need to worry. And when you don't worry, you can just take a step back, and because of your emotional state, because of your calmness, because of your peace, ideas come to your mind. You're like, okay, ideas came to my mind. I'm doing this. This came to my mind. I'm gonna do this. Just suddenly things start coming to your mind. And this is it's a very systematic approach that we're just being blessed by it. It's very, very simple, but it all just comes down to you understanding what you don't want, focusing on that energy, transferring it on what you want, and declare it that it's already done, because it is already done. And you just let go of it, and you use that all that energy and stuff that it's in your heart and your mind, and things already come to you. They come like little by little, step by step. You see, okay, I can make this one move and it's gonna lead me a bit closer. And suddenly, after like a couple months, or maybe a year, maybe a couple of years, I don't know, depending on what you want, what you desire, how capable you are with your internal, state, how are you able to like master it, it's up to you. But eventually you're gonna receive it, because you're a vibrational match. And that's the key, because a lot of, like, let's just say relationships, a lot of money, like anything, if you're not a vibrational match to whatever you desire, it's just not gonna work. And whenever you want or desire things, you need to come in a state of that it's already done. You shouldn't go towards them with like a sense of lack. You need to understand that you already have it. It's within you, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only transform. Okay? When I tell you this, I'm telling you, bro, energy cannot be created or destroyed, and everything in our world is energy. It's just in a different vibrations. So if you're able to shift your attention to the vibration that you already have it, meaning every day, every single moment you embody that feeling of you having it. How would you live and feel if you already had what you wanted? And again, this is crazy, because I'm telling you, and I'm working towards that every single day, and I can see myself every single day getting closer and closer to my goal. And it's because I'm embodying it. I feel and live as everything I want is achieved, and I have that motivation. It's unlimited motivation that I'm doing, because I know what I want. I wrote it. So here is like this is like in a previous video I mentioned, but it's a little task I'm gonna give you. Basically, go write down your goals for the year as they're already done. Okay, so say I made this much money, I did this, okay, I'll just put everything in the past tense and read it 3 times in the mornings and night before sleeping. Okay, so when you wake up the first thing in the morning, read it 3 times, and when you're going to sleep, read it 3 times right before sleeping. Okay, after sleep and before sleep, read it 3 times, your annual goals, but write it in the past tense. Okay, that's the key. When you write in the past tense, it means it's done. You program your mind that it's already done. Then for the monthly goals, you're just going to put daily tasks, or basically a system, a roadmap that's going to get you there. Shout out to my boy Sonny. He gave me this recommendation because I'm part of his community, and that's why I've been learning it. But back to the motivation level, when you start internally aligning yourself, motivation becomes unlimited. You just get it crazy. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I've been literally waking up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. this past week or so, right? And I was waking up, maybe like a couple of weeks I was waking up at 3 a.m., right? And the whole thing is that I shifted internally. I was aligned internally. I've never been like a crazy morning person. Like I've never been like a 4 or 5 a.m. person. I've been like waking up around like 6, 7. But I've been literally waking up at 4:30 with ease. I wake up and I look forward to them. Like, yes, I get to read my goals. Yes, I get to look at my goals and say, yes, it's done. Program myself. And then instantly, I do my morning routine. I start working my content. I do my other tasks every single day. And I love this shit. Why? Because I am internally aligned. And when you are able to internally align yourself, those things flow. I already see myself. When I say self-image, how do you see yourself? Who are you to yourself? How do you see yourself? I see myself as a person who's already achieved those goals. My identity. Who am I? Who am I trying to become? So I already embody that version of me. I know that version of me trains every single day. That version of me reads every single day. That version of me posts content every single day. That version of me studies every single day. That version of me meditates every single day. That version of me journals every day. You see, all these things that I'm giving you, my best version is going to do it consistently. So I embody that version every single day. I am that person. And anything I desire, it's coming to you. It's coming to me. It's on the way. It's already done. I can't decide when it's going to come, but I can decide if it's going to come. And it is coming because I already know it's done. And I want you to get to that mental state. Internally aligned. And the lights went off. But let me actually do this. Damn. My lights literally went off. That's crazy. Actually, let me turn on my car. There we go. But here's what I'm going to say. When you internally align, you're gonna be able to flow with everything you're doing. It's just gonna be feeling like play. You're gonna be having that motivation. A lot of people are saying that motivation is bullshit. I get where they're coming from because they're not aligned internally. But when you're aligned, discipline comes with that. When you're motivated, we have that energy, that tenacity, then discipline is just part of it. Because you just do things, whatever you're supposed to do. It happens, you do it. So it's just connected. So I think the right motivation, meaning the right and energetical state, is the key to discipline. They're connected. Motivation is basically another word for your emotional state, right? So if you're able to have an emotional state that pushes you forward naturally towards your goals, then it's kind of related. So basically, let me turn this off. Basically, all you have to do is to internally align, meaning start declaring your goals as already done, become the person, and live that person every single day. The person who already has your goals. Be that person. Embody that person every single day. That person's thoughts, feelings. Be grateful that you already achieved it every single day. Show gratitude for what you achieved. Again, it's already done. Show gratitude every single day. What else I didn't mention? Your beliefs. The beliefs that you have, you need to understand if it's not serving you, it's controlling you. Shout out to Nero. I learned this from him. I'm telling you because it's bars. I love this quote. So you need to have a set of beliefs that are actually allowing you to just naturally do those things. Because if you're thinking, oh yeah, like I cannot make a video if I don't have a camera. Just like me, I broke that belief. I was like, I have a phone. I can record with ease. I'm bullshitting. I'm recording this video. So that was a belief that I had. I broke it. I was like, oh, you need to have a mic. No, there's a lot of people making banger videos with their phone. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make no excuses. So you see, when you break those beliefs, it can be, there's a bunch of beliefs depending on your situation. I don't know your situation. But for example, for me, it's like, I don't know. You shouldn't be like dating girlfriends when you're not rich, right? You shouldn't be dating when you're not rich, right? For me, for some people, maybe that's not a limiting belief. For me, it's like, I just don't like that. I had that belief and it was holding me back. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let go. And now I have a girlfriend. But you need to understand there's a lot of beliefs that you need to tap into yourself and break it. Okay? So work on that. And then the last thing that I want to mention, this is very, very important, but it kind of connects to the point number one, is that you need to have emotional conviction and you shouldn't let the external world affect your internal world, okay? Because you may be in a situation that it's not desirable, right? It may not be desirable. You may be like, I don't like this situation. I don't like being this, maybe I'm broke. Maybe I'm not jacked. You're feeling that emotions, but you need to understand that everything is already done. Like everything that you desire, it's already done. You want to be rich, it's done. You just need to shift your internal state. So it already exists. So you don't be tricked with what you see. Yes, in the physical reality, it's what you see. Yes, I get that. But from a vibrational aspect, everything you desire is already, like it already exists, okay? You just need to match it and it comes to your life. So Don't be tricked with the BS that's happening in your life. Yes, I got some tickets recently. I'm like, oh, I could have been like, oh, you know what, life sucks. But you know, I was like, you know what, just, you know, something happened. I'm gonna pay the ticket. It's okay. I'm gonna live another day, basically, right? Or someone cuts you off in the freeway, or you miss like one of your supplements, or you forgot to post like a little video or something, right? Don't put yourself down, because you missing that, let's just say, one task that you didn't do is not going to be as bad as if you really let your emotions go and you start feeling bad and dwelling on it, and you really go on like a negative emotional state. That's going to be hurting you more than you actually missing the task. So you need to be mastering the emotional nonchalance. God damn, I just created a new word. Emotional nonchalance, meaning, is that even a word? Nonchalantness? Emotional nonchalantness. That may be a word, or I just created it. Who knows? But basically, you need to be in a mental state that anything that happens, it shouldn't phase you. It shouldn't put a dent in your emotional state. You need to be strong emotionally, right? Anything can happen, but if you let it go and you lose your emotional balance, that's going to affect your vibration, because your emotions, meaning energy in motions, set your vibration. Your vibrations over time build your frequency, and your frequency starts attracting different things, right? So you need to be aware with your emotional state. Be conscious of how you feel. If you're feeling bad, maybe like, okay, you're like, okay, let me just go meditate. Let me do something positive to get that energetical state positive. Bring it up. And sometimes you just gotta close your eyes. Or most of the times you just gotta close your eyes and just feel that abundance. Feel that positive energy. Because I've been doing it, like I've been meditating every single morning, and I'm just very, very adaptable right now with my like emotions. I can sense whenever I'm feeling bad and whenever I'm feeling good. And I can like easily just go into myself, in my heart. I can meditate in my mind. I can just be calm and bring that energy level higher. And that's how you get unlimited motivation. Okay, all these things that I told you, if you apply, you're gonna get unlimited motivation every single day when you wake up. Whether you slept 4, 5, 6 hours, you're gonna be able to you're gonna be inspired to take action. I've been sleeping like 5, 6 hours every day. It's not recommended, but I'm performing. But I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm posting my TikToks, I'm posting my YouTube content, I'm training hard. Today I did like a long hike. I'm showing up. I'm doing the work for myself. Can it be better at times? Of course. We gotta perform, we gotta always level up. But I take action from an inspired place, because I tune myself, I'm aligned. And that's how you get unlimited motivation. I appreciate you for watching. I know you're gonna crush this. Just know whatever you want, it's already done. You just have to be a vibrational match to it. And how do you become that? You just put your attention and focus and apply the things that I told you on the version of yourself that already received that. That's all you have to do. So I appreciate you for watching the video, and take care. Bye-bye.